What's crackin', Dubers? Hope you're enjoying your pandemic. Today I'm going to share with you something going on about Uber's insurance specific to pandemic that is probably being broken every now and then by many drivers out there. I didn't catch on to this right away, but it is apparent that we are not supposed to carry 4 passengers. Now, this is specific to UberX drivers, but if you're driving out there right now, you understand people want to get in your car without their masks on, people want to sit in the front seat, and Uber has done an iffy job at sharing with us what they expect customers to do when they get into a car. All I've ever seen is leave front seat clear. So I wasn't sure if that means don't put people up there or don't put things up there, although there's not going to be people up there. And regardless of what it means there, let me share with you what insurance is doing and caring about for UberX trips nowadays. So the way Uber's insurance works is you as a driver get partnered with an insurance broker that Uber picks, typically the same one, and that holds over for 6 or 12 months. And in the waybill, you can see what the insurance is. If ever you get pulled over or get into an accident, you have it easily accessible right there. But if you check on the waybill itself, you will see that right now the passengers under our insurance is 1 to 3. And so I conclude that if we take a 4th passenger, we're not technically covered. And although this isn't legal advice, although this isn't professional legal advice, I would give you this legal advice that you should decline any group of 4 people that want to get into your car. Blame it on the companies, blame it on the insurance, or don't blame it on it. Just point it out that my insurance policy doesn't allow me to take 4 people. You can work this out however you want on the street with the customers, but in lieu of this, I will suggest that keep your doors locked until customers come up and have their masks on, and keep the ride unengaged until you know how many people are getting in the trip, or just to give a little more leeway in case your customer wants to start acting a fool before you start the trip. This gives you all the power in the world to decline at any point without getting penalized like you would if you started the trip and then canceled it right away. $0 for that, $4 for the other way. So at least this could be 1 or 2 more precautions that you could take to be able to have a smooth quarantine chauffeuring. Yeah. So maybe this isn't groundbreaking for you, but to me, when I saw that, it allowed me to have a little bit more ammunition for when people are trying to squeeze more than 3 people in the car. And so UberX drivers, this applies to you. Check your insurance and start making better calls, because it's not clear that if you got into an accident and you had 4 people in the car plus yourself, that having an additional person would void the insurance altogether. So if you want to find out for sure, definitely ask support. But the way it seems to me is insurance covers up to 3 passengers, and you're supposed to leave your front seat clear. Now, if you have 3 really large people, it's up to you. Do you want to allow them to sit in the front? Can they squish in the back? Or do you decline? If you want further proof, just go to the Uber Passenger app and try and order an UberX, and you will see that it has, not very distinctly, it has 3 next to the avatar for people. And so what that looks like is you are booking an UberX for up to 3 passengers. Now, I think Uber's doing this intentionally, where they make it hard to understand just so they can get more rides, because you don't want to turn down customers if they have 4 people and maybe another company will take them. Another company, we know which one it is. And so I will say, hopefully this helps. Last thing I'll leave you with is I'm working on a video of 100 tips and best practices for the gig economy. I've done hundreds of orders with Instacart, thousands of deliveries with Amazon, and 15,000 plus trips over the last 5 years with Uber and Lyft. And so I'd feel comfortable to say I've learned a thing or 2. And so I'm compiling that video right now. It's probably going to be more than 100 tips. And so keep your eye out for that, and keep your eye out for people that want to get in without a mask and get in with too many people, because don't do that. Happy driving.